Hi, this is Ben Sykes. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. I thought we'd look at something pretty easy, but might be very handy to know in the software. Just how to zoom in and zoom out and use high DPI capabilities. So if you're using the multi-user version of the software and you're not running in the web, then it's very simple. Since version 13, IndySoft automatically scales the software according to whatever you have set in Windows. So just from display settings, if you're running Windows in a scaled mode, that'll automatically pick up. But what's more common is to run IndySoft in the web or have it in cloud, and you have the same type of DPI options also available. So to do that, just go to your user location settings. You can click on the headshot here in the upper right for user location settings. And then go to the interface tab and note that there's a high DPI web scaling percentage here. So when we make a selection, this is going to apply to every screen in the software, and it's going to scale that the next time that we log in. So note that it says here you'll need to log out and log back in for this to be applied. So let me try 125, and then I'm going to log out, log back in, and show you how this looks compared to the current scaling. All right, so we're logging back in here at 125, and you can see everything's zoomed in a bit. It's nice and crisp with the fonts. It's very readable. So if you've got the screen that allows for this and your monitor size, it's a great way to run the software even in web tier. And again, that'll control every single screen that you've got, and even any detail dialogs that appear, and also your events are going to run in that type of scaling. Select my type here, so you can get an idea how that's going to look when you're running anything in the software. But there's another option too that I wanted to highlight. Maybe you don't have the real estate to do this and you're stuck with a smaller display, but you can, on the main screen, zoom in on just one or more of the tabs. So let me reset back to 100 so I can demonstrate this. Okay, so here we are back at 100%. And you don't have to be at 100% for your overall scaling to do what I'm about to demonstrate. I just thought it would be simpler to show if by default we're at 100. So on each of these tabs, you also have the option to right mouse click in the header on the top and then zoom in or zoom out. So this targeted zoom is only going to affect the current main screen tab, like I'm on the equipment tab here. So now I can zoom in just the equipment tab one level to 125, but everything else in terms of the main screen will stay at the current scaling of 100%. So my pending work, my work order is 100%. So then you can right mouse click, zoom back out, and it will remind you here your current level, or you could just reset back to 100 with that reset zoom level. So this gives you an option that's specific to each one of the tabs. Like it's fairly common to have a lot more information on the equipment screen, so maybe that one needs to stay at 100% so you're not doing a lot of scrolling vertically. But maybe on your pending work, you typically only have a dozen items that appear under your targeted username, and this might be a good one for you to keep zoomed in so it's a little more readable, maybe from across the room and that kind of thing. So that's going to control all of the subtabs that's on the pending work tab here, but your equipment view can stay zoomed in at a different level. So you've got these same options for any of these tabs, like your add edit and order system, any of these. The final note would be there are 3 of these tabs that allow you to customize the header. So the add edit is not customizable in the header. The pending work is not, and the company tab. So for all 3 of those, you simply have a right mouse click option for doing the quick zooms, and then there's also a show zoom controls that can appear, maybe remind people with a visual control that you can do the zoom in and zoom out. So that right mouse click for show zoom controls is going to be on that company tab, and the add edit, and the pending work. But to make that show zoom controls appear in the header, it's a little bit different on the home and the equipment and the order system, because on those tabs you have the ability to customize the header. So you still have the same one-off menu options for zoom in and zoom out and reset, but if you want to show that show zoom controls item, then you can simply customize that into the header on those three tabs. So you'll see it appears as zoom controls. Just show that wherever you want in the header and just save that, and now that will appear for that layout. So anyone that uses that particular layout type can zoom in and out. So you've got that option on the home, the equipment, and the order system. So just note, if you make an exception on one of those zoom percentages on a tab, that's going to be saved to your username the next time that you log in, also in WebTier. Or if you want to make the change to the user location settings, that's also going to follow that user in that location if you have a different DPI that's used across all the screens in the software. I think that just about covers it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks.